break up with a girl and I forget who I am. Just a rock ground to sand to build her castles. A bird in her hand, supposedly worth two in the bush, but it just feels like twice the hassles. An institutionalized man. And how did I get shanghaied into the Shawshank life? A transparent body scribbled on and projected by overhead onto what others project onto me, creating a mirror face and mirror effect till the final projections of myself are so tiny, blurred, Bonaparte, bottom of the eye chart when my lenses aren't correct to start. I need to cure this transparency. I need someone to color me. But what color? Well, Crayola would say I'm a peach. I think only prison inmates would agree. First say this because the term flesh is too racist. The second because my firm flesh spurs rapists. Those don't really appeal to me. How about white? That seems obvious. That's who I am, right? If I was painted white, I'd be able to ride my bike safely on the street at night. On the east side, anyway. No, I think I'd rather be painted gold, like the boy my grandmother thought I'd be. Her golden boy she spoke of in prophecies to her friends over the crocheting of potholders. And how thin-skinned her hands, and how grand the number of hot pots and pans there must have been to require so many, because she seemed to make them endlessly. Or maybe she used them as Kleenex and threw them away. But I can't recall her ever using a woolen rag to wipe the snot from my face. Or maybe she just hated the feel of cold floors on bare feet, but not as much as she despised the wearing of socks. And to her, the floor was frozen lava, and those potholders were her jumping rocks. Like the games we used to play in patterned bricks back when the prophecies were made. Back when, if bitten, we might prove to be malleable metal and not flesh-flavored peach, when her gold wasn't a fool's, and her dream seemed, I don't know, obtainable, plausible, in some cases unstoppable. But tricks are, what silly tricks, magic rabbits and dreams are just for kids, it seems. Maybe that's what I should be. Tickle me to the color of my birth. The only problem is when tickled, my body doesn't develop the pink the same. My face gets overexposed, red as the breast of a bird with red breasted in its name. My knuckles unexposed white from the tight clenching of hands resemble bleached bone xylophones. You gotta shake me like a paint can to even my tone. And maybe some of that tone will seep into my previously alluded highly prescriptive glasses, and I'll get to watch the world surround the tickled tone masses. And I guess you can just color me an optimist. And some people will say only seeing the good will be my downfall, but I say it'll be my inverted uprising. And it's surprising, but the further I fall, the larger I start to snowball. Because as I go down, I uncover grass in my tracks, and my world gets a little bit greener. And when I get too large for young snow-pantsed kids to move, you can just leave me there for the sun to consume. Because what's far more impressive than the Goliath rolled in the late March snow is the tiny wet man still there in the approachings of June, with twigs for arms that seem far too large for its sunken-in torso, a snowman near Cro-Magnon devolving into that from which we came from, and slumping into what we're to become, a crystallized fruit fly showcasing accelerated human decomposition, living a generation of degeneration in a few sunny days as its eyes start to droop, and its smile slowly falls from its face. And then peace. And peace, that'll be me someday. It'll just take me longer than it would my snowman self. And maybe I shouldn't even paint myself at all, because it seems I'm only painting myself into corners. But I've tap danced my way out of more hat, air raiding, water trough draining, gunfights than Gene Kelly has into young starlet's tights, and by all rights, I should be just singing in the rain too. And let it wash off all these colors and paint I've been painting myself. Because I'm sure as soon as my heart starts beating again, the color in my cheeks will return on its own. I hope to see my old friend, my old self again then. I hope he's the same color as he is in my dreams. I hope.
Thank you, Dylan. Please, judges, hold up your scores. Why are you waving at the back? Time violation. Time violation? Oh!
You sad bastards! You ruined it for everyone! But it was well worth it!
Just to make it clear, the